defendant over there, you have the right to argue the bond again over there. January 14th would be high state at 2:35 too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're really not die out with it.
Welcome to the Court Forever. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Public defender.
Yes, sir.
All right, the public defender is appointed. Dale Commissioner's recommendation. Your Honor, I'm only indicating, first of all, it's an honest with I think I need from the report, and I will clearly make a finding of probable cause, 45, including the bottom of the murder.
Your Honor, he has no criminal history. He is 21 years old. He is a lifelong resident. He reports that he is gainfully employed. He does report substance abuse and mental health issues. I do understand that I have no record. However, due to the nature allegations, we will be recommending $1 million.
How much?
$1 million.
Thank you. Steve?
Yeah, in this incident, the defendant is charged with murder. The defendant called police, said that he stabbed the victim. He further said that it was a couple of times. When officers arrived, he refused to open the door and told in front of the officers that he would stab them if they entered. There was a 3-year-old child present for this incident. The defendant fought with officers, and the victim suffered 9 deep puncture wounds. Say these powers putting $2 million.
Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. As stated by now, Mr. Black is 21 years old, grew up in Hamden, Connecticut. He spent a native of our state his entire life. He attended school, graduated from ACES, and as stated, he has no criminal record. Your Honor, Mr. Black is truly a product of his environment, his upbringing. His background consists mostly of depending on state benefits, grew up in foster care, multiple ineffective DCF involvements. Lack of guidance and support led Mr. Black down a trail of mental health issues. He has multiple diagnoses, including PTSD, multiple stays at inpatient services, outpatient services, and many prior suicide attempts. Even though through all this turmoil in his life, he was trying. Prior to this incident, he was working part-time in Wallingford as a flagger. He had recently completed programs and treatment and was doing well. Mr. Black is also extremely remorseful for this incident. We ask that you take that into consideration when setting the bond for Mr. Black.
Well, he is 21 years of age. I guess he does not have any previous record. Is that correct?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, obviously, I read through the report. I know he's emotional right now, but it's a very disturbing report to read when people are calling the police and they gave him some of the screaming and asking or requesting help, and then he called actually the police and indicated, quote, "I just stabbed in my dish." Close quote. The police were able to get the child, I guess, to a window. The 3-year-old, he finally let the police in according to the report. And I believe the defendant even down at the station did not disagree. They had she was calling the police because he is a moral friend. And as a result of her attacking the local police is when he admits that he took out a knife and he did stab it. As indicate, as the state said, that it looks like there were a number of the various assumer on the victim. The victim was alive when the police were there, but obviously she's prone to injuries. It also sounds like they had a prior relationship some time ago, and there was some attempt over the last few weeks, according to the defendant, to rekindle it. But certainly calls for a serious bond, a domestic homicide or some way. I'll set the bond at $2.5 million at this particular time. It's going to be transferred over to Part A. That's where the serious cases go, through 35 Church Street. I'm going to transfer it over there for January 14th. The bond is set without prejudice. Certainly, if you're going to get a public defender over there, they would have the right to argue the bond again over there. February to January 14th would be the next date at 2:35 Church Street. Thank you. Yeah, you're probably going to die out in the
A 21-year-old man with no criminal record is now facing a murder charge and a $2.5 million bond. According to the report, the defendant himself called police and admitted that he had stabbed the victim. When officers arrived, he initially refused to open the door and even threatened that he could stab them if they entered. Inside was a 3-year-old child, and the victim had suffered 9 deep puncture wounds. The victim was still alive when police arrived, but later died from the injuries. In court, his attorney emphasized his difficult background, including foster care, mental health struggles, PTSD, multiple treatment stays, and previous suicide attempts. He had also recently completed treatment and was working part-time, but the judge focused on the disturbing details of the incident and the seriousness of the allegations. Despite his lack of prior criminal history, the judge set bond at $2.5 million and transferred the case to the court handling serious offenses. And that decision means the fight over his freedom is far from over.